Hello and welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Marin and here you will find a little beauty, a little books, and a little teaching content. So if that sounds like something you might enjoy, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around and join me in my little corner of YouTube. Today's video is going to be my 2023 series update where I am going to take you through all of the series that I am still in the middle of. So let's go ahead and get into it. So how this is going to work is I am just going to start with the first series. I'm going to put a picture of the first book of the series here on the screen so you can see what the first book is. And then I will tell you which books in the series I still need to read. So let's roll on into it. The first series that I have is The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. I do need to read the sequel, which is called The Testaments. Then I have the Red Queen series from Victoria Aveyard. I need to read books 2, 3, and 4. Then I have King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. I need to read both of the books in this duology. I have not started it, but it is one that I want to read, hence why it's on this list, even though I'm not technically in the middle of it yet. Then I have the Inheritance Game series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I will need to read the new one, which comes out in 2024, and then any subsequent ones that come out after that. I'm not sure how many she's planning on writing, but I will be reading all of them because I love this series. This next one is a series that I'm a little iffy on. I'm not really sure if I'm going to read it or not, but I've continued to put it on this list just in case. It is the Daughters of Zeus series by Caitlin Bevis. I read the first book years ago and really loved it, but there are 6 books total in this series, so I would need to read books 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So again, I'm not sure if I'm actually going to read this one. I think I'm gonna make the ultimate decision this year in 2024. So stay tuned because this one may be coming off the list. Next up, I have Book of Night by Holly Black. I was one of the few that did actually enjoy the first book, so I do want to read the second book in the duology when it's finally released. I also have the Darkest Minds series by Alexandra Bracken, and I need to read books 2, 3, and 4 in that series. Then I have the Diviner series by Libba Bray. Again, I need to read books 2, 3, and 4. And then I have the Finley Donovan series by Elle Cosimano. Now, I read books 1, 2, and 3 in 2023, so I have put book 4 on this list, and I will again be reading any other books that she writes in this series as well. This one I just have a good time with. So however many books she's writing in this series will be the number of books that I read in the series. Another series that I started this year was the Sisters of Salt series by Erin A. Craig, and I do need to read book 2. I have also heard that there is going to be a third one, so if that happens, I will also be reading that one at some point. I have Eon by Alison Goodman. I need to read book 2. I have Fractured Fables by Alex E. Harrow. I also just need to read book 2. Then I have the Hex Hall series by Rachel Hawkins, and for this one I need to read books 2, 3, and 4. I have the Mara Dyer series by Michelle Hodkin, and I need to read books 2 and 3. Another new one that I added this year was A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson, so I will need to read books 0, which is the prequel, and then 2 and 3 of the series. I have the Indian Lake trilogy by Stephen Graham Jones. I will need to read books 2 and 3. Then I am working my way through the original Nancy Drew series. So I currently am on book 24. I need to read that still in the month of December. So I need to read books 24 through 56 because after 56, they move to a different publisher and they're not really considered like the original. So that's why I will be stopping at 56. Then I have We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. I need to read the prequel, which is Family of Liars, which is technically number 0. I have the Metamorphoses series by Sarah McCarry. I just need to read book 3. I have the Wayward Children series by Shauna Maguire. I read book 2 in 2023, so I need to continue with number 3 and then all the way through number 10 when she releases that final book, which I think might be next year. I can't really remember, but yes, 3 through 10 for that one. I have the Strands series by Jane Nickerson. This is another one that I added to the list in 2023. I will need to read books 2 and 3. I have the Insipidity Scripts series by Nnedi Okorafor. I need to read books 2 and 3. I have the Heartstopper series by Alice Oseman. I need to read volume 5, and then I believe there's going to be a 6th volume as well, so volumes 5 and 6. I have the Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan because he has now started like a sequel series to this series. So I need to read books 7 and 8. I read 6, which came out in 2023. 7 is coming out in 2024, and then 8 will be 2025. So I will be reading all 3 of those. Another new series that I added in 2023 was the Elements of Cadence series by Rebecca Ross. I need to read book 2. I have The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. I need to read books 2 through 7. However, she's not written the last 2 books yet. I believe she's working on the next one, maybe book 5. I can't even remember how many she's released, but I do want to read that series in its entirety when it's finally finished. I have the Roots of Chaos series, also by Samantha Shannon, and I do have number 0, which is A Day of Fallen Night, and then any other subsequent ones she decides to write, I will also check out because I really, really enjoyed The Priory of the Orange Tree. I have the Study series by Maria V. Snyder. I need to read books 2 and 3. I have the Bartimaeus series by Jonathan Stroud. I need to read the prequel, which is number 0. I have the Codename Verity series by Elizabeth Wine. I need to read books 1, 3, and 4. She released the second book first, but now they've been renumbered. So I need to read 1, 3, and 4. I have the Queen's Thief series by Megan Whalen Turner. I need to read books 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then the final book is the Wilderwood duology by Hannah Witten, and I need to read the second and final book in that series. So this works out to a total of 33 series that are in progress, but I did finish 17 series in 2023. So I feel like I'm doing pretty darn good. There were obviously a lot more books on this list at the start of 2023, so I'm feeling pretty good about myself. I did start 5 new series in 2023, but I finished way more than that, so as long as I come out with like a positive amount of series finished, I figure I'm doing pretty well. So 33 is the total right now. Hopefully I can cross a few more of these off next year and not add too many more to it. That'll be the goal. So stay tuned. Obviously, I will do another one of these updates at the end of 2024 to let you know how my series reading has gone. I also have set myself a series TBR for 2024. That video will be coming up in a few days, so you can keep an eye out for that if you are curious about what I am going to try to accomplish in 2024. But other than that, that is all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel if you would like to see more from me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.